do the sex.
Hi, I'm Annette Benedetti. I'm a sex and intimacy coach and the host of Talk Sex with Annette podcast. And today I'm here to introduce you to Womanizer's newest addition to its Pleasure Air Tech line of toys, the Peach. But before we dive in, I want to remind you to like and subscribe to my channel and to scroll down and subscribe to my e-newsletter so you can receive reviews like this one along with my own personal discounts and tips and tricks that will help you start improving your sex and intimate life starting tonight. I also want to remind you to write down my special listener code, Explores15. It is for womanizer.com and it gets you 15% off Womanizer products, including this little baby if you decide it's something you want to try once you've listened to my review. So it's Explores15 and it gets you 15% off all womanizer.com products. Now let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the juiciest addition to my nightstand, the Womanizer Peach. You know, the peach emoji we all send when we're feeling a little cheeky. Well, this one's not about butts. It's about the front of your peach. Sweet, compact, and surprisingly powerful. It's proof that sometimes the smallest fruits pack the biggest punch. Whether you're craving a quick snack or a full-on fruit feast, this little number makes sure your peach gets thoroughly, and I do mean thoroughly, appreciated. And after using it, let's just say I may never look at the farmer's market.
You can see
the
that
same
the
again. Now
Womanizer
I'm gonna walk you
packaging
through the
is
unboxing.
gorgeous. It's a beautiful color orange, and on the inside there's a little quick how to use manual that is visually represented because this is actually a simple toy. I'll be getting to that, but I'm going to give you a close-up view of the Peach. It's a gorgeous color of orange, and there you can see the Pleasure Air Tech hole, if you will. I'll be talking to you about that in a moment. Also, its controllers. It's got just a couple of buttons. Again, it's a very simple toy that is going to bring you plenty of pleasure. I'll be telling you about that soon. But here's what comes in the box: a user manual, a safety guide, and then your charging cord. That's it. There she is. And that's all you need to get started on your pleasure journey with the Peach.
So let's go over the features. Now, what makes this little peach so irresistible? Well, first, and most obviously, it has Womanizer's iconic Pleasure Air technology. It stimulates your clit without direct contact using gentle air pulses, like a soft breeze shaking your orchard until the fruit drops, if you know what I'm saying. Second, it has 14 intensity levels that range from a gentle summer breeze brushing your peach fuzz to a full-on harvest storm that shakes you to the core. It's also waterproof, so you can take a bath, a shower, or anywhere you want to get steamy and juicy. Next, it's USB rechargeable, because let's be honest, dead batteries kill the vibe. And finally, it is made out of super silky smooth silicone that is body safe. Now I want to dive into my experience. I did not use this on my own body for the first time, which was a very interesting experience. I actually used it on another person's body the first time I used it. So I had no idea what sensations it provided and at what point in that scale up from 1 to 14 things got intense. I can tell you that as the person using it on someone else's body, at first it was a little tricky to find the right spot. You can see that the Peach actually has a pretty big mouth there, and it is perfectly located at sort of the bottom tip of what the Peach would be. You can also see this is exactly how I held it. It fits beautifully in the palm of my hand. It is, in fact, what I would call a perfect fit for a toy like this. It took me a minute or so to find the right spot, which in this case for this person was on the clit. However, once it was on the clit, it took them from 0 to 100 really, really quickly. And I think we were at about level 5 at that point in time. So Seeing its effect on another body first before trying it on my own was a super interesting experience. It was extra fun. In couple play, you can use it on other areas of the body too. You don't have to just go straight for, you know, the spot. You can use it on nipples. You can use it around the hood. You can use it around the vaginal opening. I actually suggest, after using it several times, exploring other areas before you go to the clit, because if you have this baby turned up at all, it kicks in pretty quick and it will take, well, anybody from 0 to 100 relatively quickly. In juxtaposition to my partner, I take a longer time. I would even say long time in some cases to get to the big O. In this case, when I used it on my own body, if I turn it up high enough, and for me, maybe a couple clicks higher at level, let's say 6 to 8, I can come within 2-ish minutes. That is very fast for me. So I think in using this, where I've had a lot of fun is leveling it down a little bit and then playing and enjoying the sensation. It's great to use on the top of the clitoral hood where it's not so direct and you get that secondary stimulation, but it gives you time to play a little bit and enjoy your partner. When I used it on myself, again, I went straight for the clit just for fun. I found it very easy to find placement. Again, you can see that's a pretty nice sized clitoral suction mouth on it. I found it very easy to place so that it gave me the stimulation I wanted when I had it turned up. I don't know that I've had it, that's not true. I did try it up to level 14. That was too much for me and it was a little stingy, so I jacked it down. But when I do turn it up to the higher levels, it's just game over. That is for a quickie. That's middle of the workday. I just need to take the edge off my work stress. So I want a quick relief. That's what this is going to be used for. But for play, I would bring it down to like 5 or 4 and just use it for sensory play and then build up to the big, beautiful O. The Peach is great for solo play, exploration, want to take the edge off and have a midday snack, if you will. This is a perfect midday snack. It will get you through to dinner time. It also makes for that perfect sweet treat dessert, if you will, at the end of the day. It's also great during partner play because of the size. If you have looked at my other toy reviews, you know I like a toy that fits or can easily be slipped in between two bodies without taking attention off the main show or the main event. It can be used on different body types. It can be used on bodies of all genders for stimulation. It would be very fun to use on a penis head, balls, breasts, nipples. I also love the way it looks. It's playful. It adds play to your playful experience. It keeps things light and fun. That has been my experience with it so far. I've experienced it in solo play with myself. I've experienced it in couples play with someone else, and it's been a super fun addition to my erotic experiences. So I want to go over the pros and cons of the Womanizer Peach. First of all, this is an incredibly beginner-friendly toy. I'm going to show it to you in action. You can see it has the little buttons there. It has a plus and minus button. Super, super simple. 2 buttons. In order to turn it on, I touch the plus button, which is sort of at the thicker part of the toy. Give it a nice long hold, and it's on. To turn it up, real simple, just turn it up until we hit that. You can probably hear it's at the highest intensity now. In order to turn it down, you hit the minus, and you can power it down. It's pretty intuitive because you're holding it like this, right? So you can put this right under your first finger. The suction is on this side. Super simple. In order to turn it off, you're just going to long hold that minus button. This is as easy as it gets. So it's great for a beginner who's just trying to learn how to use any toy, but specifically is exploring with Pleasure Air Tech, which is a different type of toy to use if your only experience is with vibrators. Second, on my list is that it's compact. I love that it fits between bodies. It doesn't get in the way. I love the look of it, that it is in itself obviously not only cute, a little bit sensual. I mean, fruits are inherently sensual and erotic, but it's playful. So it adds to that atmosphere in the bedroom. Trust me, you will be sending peach emojis left and right after you use this with a partner. It's the best part. It will become your inside joke. Next, it is waterproof, and there are lots of reasons why I like this. Yes, it can be used in the bathtub, the shower, wherever, but I love a waterproof toy because they are super easy to clean. Right? You can put it under fully running water or submerge it and get it washed and easily sanitized for your next use. You don't have to worry about things getting left in the crevices, although you can see this toy, though it has the little pucker or indentation that peaches do, it doesn't have creases where, you know, bacteria and stuff can get stuck other than inside. But inside that, the mouth of the toy. But again, because it's waterproof, it's pretty easy to get in there and it's easy to clean it. And finally, the price point. Look, if you haven't experimented with Pleasure Air Tech and you want a low risk, low loss toy, this is a very affordable toy. I will have the price listed below as it might change over time. Go ahead and scroll down and check. And then of course you've got my code if you want to try it out. But it's very affordable for the beauty that it is and the kick that it provides. Let's go over the cons. The biggest con is this is not the quietest peach in the orchard. It's not super loud, even when it's turned up all of the way. I have definitely dealt with louder toys, but it's not super silent either. It definitely doesn't take away, or at least in my experience, it didn't distract from the main event, which was me and my partner having fun, but it's not silent. And Womanizer definitely has toys that are far, far more silent. You can check out the next if you're looking for an extra silent clitoral suction toy. The next is real quiet. So that might be a better option for you. The other, I guess you could call this a con, is it doesn't come with a pouch. So you're gonna have to find something to store it in. You don't wanna just throw it in your bag and let it collect hair and dust and stuff like that. You're gonna wanna find a little pouch to put it in. So here's my final verdict. The Womanizer Peach is flirty, fun, and seriously effective. Solo, partnered, bath time, bedtime. This peach is ripe for the picking anytime, anywhere. And you know that I love that. If you've been curious about clitoral suction toys but wanted something playful and beginner friendly, this one is going to be your jam. I will drop the link and the discount code below so you can grab your own peach if you want to give it a try. And again, if you subscribe to my e-newsletter, I'm going to be sending out more information about it, so you will get to know this little peach really, really well before you purchase her. If you have any questions or comments about the peach, you can email me at Annette@talksexwithannette.com. You can also scroll down if you are on my YouTube channel and leave your question, your comment, your experience in the comments section below this video. And so until next time, stay peachy. I'll see you in the locker room. Cheers.